Don't mention it, partner. Travel buddies are supposed to look out for one another. Although, where should we go next? Oh, you mean the god that took your You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all... Yeah, Paimon bets she's the key to... Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, next... Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said it was a closed nation. We'll have to find some other way in. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh, Paimon thought of someone already! Atsuko in Lua Harbor! She's from Inazuma! Let's see what she has to say!
Oh. Hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right? Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Oh, so that's why you're here.
Incredibly small. Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first place?
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. But to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new that's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth.
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous it was? What?
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling.
Kanjo Commission?
Along with the other 2 commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule, loyal, yet unfeeling. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this, but after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose all hope. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlander.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed. But if you really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
The raft idea sounds a little...
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to... Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group.
But it's an armed fleet, right? Why would they agree to a...
That part is up to you. If you're able to persuade their captain, Beidou, then the hardest part will be out of the way. The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux fleet. I heard that it's...
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Cap... Reveal thyself! Just once more. Delved into destiny by royal decree.
Who have we got here? Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Patuit... Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and remarkable skill has saved Liyue, she said. She's a hard one to please, so praise from her is high praise indeed. I remember thinking at the time, judging by the clothes on your back and this floating thing, I guess that time has come.
Hey! The name's not Floating Thing! It's Paimon!
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... yes, the stars.
Huh? The fragrance of what now?
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that...
You're not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me?
No, I can't argue with that.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great hero here might be...
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify...
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to show... There are 2 important rules. 1, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. 2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided. You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crowd... And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect...
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision...
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But
Yep, and the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent. Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting...
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor. Up to you.
You just want her to take part in your tournament!
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to...
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena and Guyu...
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
Go on, get yourself... I've already fixed up the arena.
on this side. Quite well maintained.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Beta? Hello, are you...
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then it'll allow just anyone to... The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to... Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah.
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat.
Uh-huh.
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been... Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were two of them. They tried to sneak past me under... I planted a left hook on the skinny... I stood my ground, of course. I'm not saying I...
Uh-huh. But for us,
I'll see you in the arena.
Hi there. Are you here for the crux...
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what... But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top...
This master of yours must be pretty incredible.
Famous? He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and... You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded... He's got to be a grand master or something. To the Lingshan clan, he teaches...
Force disperse...
It's a type of breed. For example...
One time, he sent a challenger...
It sure is.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course.
But recently, though...
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too...
Well, we have to try...
Exactly. Folks will come from far and wide.
See you in the arena.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash? If so, seems I found myself.
So you're also here for the tournament?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a For me, obtaining a vision is the final... No. I know how that sounds, but let me... I've passed every exam in most people's eyes, a vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I've also brought a... Of course, I also put in a... Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before...
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just...
Chase a
really
village arm
average.
wrestling champion, huh? All right, next please. What's your name? Wait, aren't you... Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying...
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that... It's really her!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get her autograph.
I trust you are aware that, only those without visions can enter the tournament? Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk...
Yep, she still doesn't have a vision, though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. Now, it's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as... So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah, and also a dragon too!
Whoa...
Might as well declare her the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever seen. Right, your registration is complete. Now, a brief word about the prize. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
There's another prize, too? Oh, first I've heard of it.
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then? Well, nobody expected you to sign up to a tournament like this. I can hardly believe it. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin. I'll leave you to your preparation.
Hey, so Paimon's thinking about that whole no vision bearers rule in this tournament. Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can't manipulate the elements without one. So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. You know, just to avoid any misunderstandings. In any case, looking at the competition, it's... Alright, it's showtime!
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please follow me.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. Her first bout begins now!
You? You're the hero they're talking about? Ugh, how am I supposed to win now?
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
I knew I... So, what do you think, Kazuha? She totally dominated that guy.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some...
Well, I fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I said, so come on. We all know you've...
All right. Let me think how to aptly You fought well.
All right, then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join... You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top... Well, since everyone... For one thing, we don't want you... So, I'm...
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems...
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her. Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
To be fair, Paimon was thinking that...
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any... We're finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
The captain seems... Your opponent has fought... You may well be stronger than him. But this should not give you cause to lower your... Very well.
All right, that's enough chit-chat for...
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash. I do not doubt your abilities, but I would...
Relax! My girl's at the top!
Okay, follow me.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for. I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right! For a moment there, Paimon was... If you had a vision, you
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hand...
No, I didn't. I only wanted... Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them.
Wow! Now that's true.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it...
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what... So don't get too...
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to up our game a little.
Ah, it's you! I myself was eliminated in the third round.
Maybe next time, huh?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent. I faltered for but a brief moment. Given my stature, I'm
Hey there!
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the... His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, why didn't you dodge? But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply. Why don't you dodge, they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshan clan... Don't even get me started. I don't dare tell my master about... Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm...
Oh, alright then.
Thanks.
We still haven't got any useful information yet.
You gave an outstanding... I could sense that you're not familiar, but you were quick to adapt. And in fact, I discerned this...
I guess not using your elemental...
We wanted to ask...
Not exactly. As for the guy you'll be facing, what's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off...
If that is the case, I haven't
yeah.
It is true that I do not mean to given your talent.
Hang on.
Gathering intel... Besides our favorite here...
You betcha. Wait a second.
However, there is a... Come with me.
Maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely she's gotta know something.
Burst forth! Burst forth!
Now that we're alone, let me cut... You are skilled in manipulating the elements. And not just a single element, but multiple. Is that...
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the...
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental ability, if I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat... When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, since a young age I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. It is things of this nature that I also hear.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon...
My humble abilities are negligible. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision, and not to mention your incredibly complex scent.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on...
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learn to channel elemental energy, and even...
It's nothing really. Paimon, it's been a long journey, and many things have happened. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods. However, I still wish to have the honor of... Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange. Now then, let's test your skills, shall we?
Coming to be! Live! Feel this ancient power!
Life goes on. Fate is upon you.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that he relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attacks should pose... Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for... The world is a truly
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own?
I desire to know what meaning visions have to... and what influences the gods... My apologies for allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways. I am willing to answer any question. So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are in the outset. Supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for grant, not to mention, with no new electrovisions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem...
She sounds less like an archon and...
As far as I know, she is an archon that pursues eternity. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma...
Sounds a lot like some...
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, we will change. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish... the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right!
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well. Let's go.
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash! We've seen many exciting... Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen her, she strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of her name causes even Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's traveling hero!
Wow!
I've been waiting. I'm sure everyone witnessed her thrilling. But today's final round will surely take. As for our other combatant. Come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous. Apologies! Everyone just sit tight. We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about this. Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with us.
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody steal it?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone...
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it.
Well, if you insist. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation.
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an island.
Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there we can continue our search for clues.
In the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see, shortly.
You can't run from death.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Shadows of fate!
By royal decree!
Burst forth!
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Life goes on.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate this one.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, in other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. namely speed, stealth, and style.
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine. I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch...
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent!
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along, but then you showed up. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision, so since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me. After all I went through to get it? I think not. I know an empty threat when I hear one. Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's...
Huh? You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Whoa, we don't need to go that...
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
Let me scry. I summon thee!
Coming to be! Just a temporary...
No! Do what you want, but please, don't break...
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable, and fits the way of the samurai.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities when people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision. But unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes. I wanted to know whether it were possible. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that, come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if...
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
I see. So you are also unable to rekindle the vision. No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine.
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenchukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling.
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as All right then, it's time we returned. Allow me to gather the wind for us once more.
Huh? Did Beta leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beto was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
But still, Captain Beto was disappointed she didn't get to witness—
The one who stole the vision was originally to— He knew he stood no chance of winning, in which case the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut—
Huh? So that's what happened? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified.
Hyman thought we'd win and all, but now—
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award—
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beto is no longer present, but the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just—
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting— Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey—
Hyman believes you'll find a way—
Thank you. Make one final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies at—
Burst forth!
By royal decree!
Coming to be!
Delved into destiny! Oz revealed by...
Burst forth!
By royal decree! Shadows of fate!
Witness my great undertaking!
Opening box of Adeptitrix.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Delved into destiny. Curses! Decided by destiny.
Live!
Oz, reveal thyself!
Coming to be!
Faster? Oh.
epic.
This is how it must be. Shadows of fate! By royal decree!
Live! Ha! Ha! Moments of birth! Burst forth!